house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings, yeah.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the New York Giants. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. Now a play fake here on first down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets into the 30. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down. They give it to Williams, running right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Coleman. Wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Coleman. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Off play action. Coleman. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari.
Well, certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
To throw on second down, Coleman. And his throw here's incomplete. You talk about this giant defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Coleman. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Coleman under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third down at 13. Back to throw. Coleman. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception. He's got a man, complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants are going to get the football back at their own 17. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down. But you look at this Bronco defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to extend their lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not that close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
13, Broncos 3.
On 1st and 10, Coleman. Throw out wide is incomplete. And Nice connection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Offense is moving a little bit, have them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They'll look to throw again.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Back to throw again. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Looking to throw. Coleman eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early.
And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Isaiah Foskey brings him down.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. He'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
The Giants take over first down 10 at the 43-yard line.
Norwood in motion. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He's got room to roam. And he'll be out of bounds. A big play that time on a catch and run. 31 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. Like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season, but also it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll go with the keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Giants add 6 to their lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have.
And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 33. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
This pass into the hands of Bellinger. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
the gun. They'll try to run it. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line. He'll look to throw. This is Norwood, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Off the play fake. Coleman. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
2nd and 3. This goes out wide from Mixon. 7 yards there and a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Calling a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Coleman flushed out right. And now here is another interception. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling it. His receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Norwood's got it, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Hyatt has got it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. His pass caught at the 4. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Broncos 3-yard line.
is going to lose yardage here. Well, hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he is out of bounds here. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. It's Williams on the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
And the Broncos 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down. Coleman. Got his man, it's Dosich. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Coleman. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Coleman. And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Giants are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. Mixon, and he'll get him down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. His throw incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Coleman.
That is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Joe Mixon, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Giants are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Aubrey now for the PAT.
And that stretches the lead to 27.
Giants 30, Broncos 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair...
Kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And now here is another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Once again, they run with Mixon. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That is caught. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On first down, Coleman. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. That's taken in by his big tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And they will take a knee here. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Diego.
I'm with the cash like Diego.
God. Yeah, all these diamonds on me go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, all these shooters with me just go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, got a dime piece with me, she gon' go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, they don't play with me cause they know that I'm on go, no Diego. Solitaire. Earrings, they be shining, keep blinded. Ain't met her, yeah, I can't. Since I got rich, and she say I'm just cause I took her on the island. The money keep on piling. Talk to me, yeah. Better talk nice. Fucking up with the fettuccine, they both there, can't talk twice. Know they praying my downfall.